My name is Connor McCluskey, and I played the Doctor in the first series. So I first heard about the web series when Zane talked to me, actually at Whovian's meeting. He's like, if anyone's interested in helping out with this web series I'm doing, it'd be great. And so I'm like, oh my god, this is a great chance to do audio. And so I went up to Zane and I said, I'd love to do audio, but you actually need guy parts. And I'm like, okay, I got a little acting experience. And he's like, all right, pick a small role. And originally it was just a tiny itty bitty cameo at the end being the 12th Doctor. And then it evolved into a whole series. Was it worth it? Absolutely, it was worth it. I adored doing the series for last year. I absolutely enjoyed the people I met, working with Zane, learning more about film production, learning about even audio, learning more about that, how it works on set, learning a lot. I thought it was definitely an experience I would love to do again. I always wanted to see a ginger doctor, so the chance I got to be a ginger doctor has been really cool. I think it was really handled well. I got to scream, I'm a ginger, which is really, I think if the doctor, or at least my doctor, got to figure that out, I think he'd be really excited about that. I don't know, I think it was handled pretty well. I think as my character evolved, it went pretty well with my character, even like towards the end, so I think it was handled really well. I really enjoyed the scene in the second episode of Series 1 where I was like in disguise, which I was really just wearing a crappy suit, and I was trying to find Kitty's file, Jenna's file, because that's her actual name. Yeah, trying to find her file, and I really got to have like, just mumbling to myself, figuring out like, oh, the doctor's like trying to look through files, like what is he gonna do, and like really just getting to really develop my character there. I thought that was a really cool part. I would have liked some sad character development, to be honest. I really thought, because the Doctor's such a great complex character, he really, he's hilarious, he's furious, he's happy-go-lucky, he's the person to like shove you into your place, he's the person to pat you on the back and help you up when you've fallen. He's just this all-around guy, and I feel like my character, I didn't get that chance to really feel that like sadness, because he has this whole history with him and his race. He's got this whole history with trying to do all this stuff, and we touch on it in the regeneration, but by then it's too late. So I would have liked to try a bit more of that. I think it was a little bit of both. I think each episode had enough going on that it kept the viewers engaged. I really feel like just watching the episode, you were focused on that episode and not as thing as a whole, while each episode you hinted at the overall thing, which I thought was a very good balance. Even as we got to the finale, there was more and more that we figured out, more and more that we've realized, and I thought that kind of worked together well. To me, it's really definitely between the second episode, when I first meet Jenna, and the final episode where I finally face off against the Roller, because it was a great chance to like really develop my Doctor, now that it's like my first episode not being regenerating, but like fully experiencing like who I am as a Doctor. And I really liked the finale because it was a brilliant finale. I think fighting the actual Roma was really cool. Meeting him and actually like playing off of him was a really cool thing. Also, I got to do parkour, which is always fantastic. This is contrary to what I just said, because I just said one of my favorite episodes of Roma, but I really liked the Valiard. I thought the Valiard was a character that I personally didn't know a lot about, but I thought he just stood out for me from other characters. Because I mean, the Shadow Master, we kind of got the Eclipse, and we slowly realized throughout all of it that it was kind of a thing. But I really thought Valiard stood out because he already had that like specific history with the Doctor, and like you just slowly learned throughout the episode what he was up to, and I thought it was really cool. Also, he was a great actor by Jerry Perkins. So many, all the times. The one I can think of right now, because I mean, again, one of the best things about the series was just hanging out with the cast, and one of the, at least running jokes that I personally thought was great was the Segway tours in Grant Park, because they just like go by when we were filming, and I'm like, it would just be great if the Doctor was on a Segway. Like, how awesome would that be? I wanted a Segway. We still don't get Segways. So Series 3, budget for a Segway. But literally every time we were filming in Grant Park, I saw a Segway. I was just like, guys, tackle the one in the orange vest and we will get Segways. That is all we had to do. It's tricky. Just my working on all other projects I'm doing, working with class obviously as a student, and working on everything else, which is why I originally left in the first place, is hard. So returning would be tricky. I could see it being a possibility, but I'm not entirely sure about it.